Okay, coming up in our number 25 spot of the 40 most entertaining WWE superstars of all time is Mr. Owen Hart. Now, this is an unfortunate one, another tragic one, much like Razor Ramon. Obviously, I think anybody who's watching this knows what happened to Owen Hart and his tragic death in the WWE. This one's a difficult one because I'm not putting this on as like a pity thing, or I genuinely think this guy was and had the potential to reach real superstardom. He was always seemed to be a guy. I mean, he is probably one of the top 5 talents, in-ring talents of all time. There are matches that people don't see of just how technically proficient Owen Hart was. He had all of Bret Hart's technique, but he was also a high flyer and could do like acrobatic moves as well. So he's very, very entertaining in the ring. Unfortunately, because I don't think he really cared that much. Not that he didn't care about wrestling, but I think he saw it more as a hobby. He didn't want to reach the top like his brother. He just saw it as a bit of fun, and it was always fun to watch him because you knew he was just having fun a lot of the time. I can assure you, most like 90% of the people he would let throw him around in the ring and not do much to were nowhere near as good a wrestler as he. He was brilliant, and he was so brilliant a wrestler he could make anybody look good. That was the thing. And in his heel career, he was brilliant at doing that, and that's what a heel should do. So he was very, very entertaining in those terms. But you look at his early on career before he went heel, and you just see how technically proficient and brilliant this guy was. He really was a joy to watch, and was every bit a master of his game as Bret Hart was. He just didn't use his talent as much as he should have, and that's why he is so low down on the list. Added to that, apart from how good he was technically, he was a pretty funny guy. He cut some cool promos. I put, as you'll see in the playlist, a promo of his that I've always found really funny. I've always loved. It's probably one of his best promos, and it just shows the talent he had to do so much more. He actually was, in some sense, better on the mic than Bret Hart. He had a lot more humour, he was a lot more goofy, and he was a lot more playful. And as I said, that was always a joy to watch. Had he not died, I do think there was championship gold. They had to give him a championship run at some point, because he was seriously gifted. So, I mean, you look at how the crowds responded to him, and they were so loud, like chanting his nugget, his nugget, the nugget chants, you're a nugget, whatever. They really, really responded to them. They could see he was having fun, and he responded so well. And when he turned into a heel, and when he joined the Nation, that they added that extra tier, an extra element to his humor and the fun he could have on screen, and how that could translate to enjoyment to the audience. He was probably the second most entertaining member of the Nation, after, of course, The Rock. So I just think he deserved much, much more than he got while he was in the WWE. But obviously that he was just somebody who really didn't take it that seriously, and was in it for the fun of it, and was in it because his family, and you know, I think originally he wanted to just be a fireman, but his family really saw his talent and thought that would be a waste, and it would have been. They were right. It would have been a waste if he just had have done that instead of gone into to wrestling. But he just wanted to look after his family, and that was his primary goal. That was his primary concern, and that's why he's not one of the greatest when he definitely had the talent to be one of the greatest. I think he could have been a really good heel, eventually one of the top heels in the company, easily. He was not mid-card material. The guy was way too talented to be in the mid-card. To Owen Hart, you made it, buddy.